Good morning, Floss Tube. Welcome. It's Taryn. It is Saturday, March 25th. I hope everybody's had a good week. You've gotten some stitching done. Some would be about all that I can claim, a little teeny tiny bit. Let's see, last week when we left off, I was going to take Abigail prom dress shopping and go buy the new water heater and build a nute box for the bees and try to separate our hive, see if we couldn't get a second hive going. Prom dress shopping, nothing. The place we went to, a client had told us was an upscale resale shop, and yeah, it wasn't. And they had maybe 10 dresses, and Abigail's about 5'3" and weighs 85 pounds maybe. So it's not like she's easy to find skinny little things for anyway. A couple of weeks ago she had gone dress shopping with her sisters and tried on one that was a mermaid dress, and it fit her everywhere until you got up to the top, which was huge. And she was disgusted when she came home, and she was like, who is this skinny and has boobs that big? So she was horrified by that, and but being the mom that I am, I offered a solution, and she didn't appreciate it. Nobody appreciates my problem-solving skills around here. I told her I'd go buy a couple boxes of Kleenex and we'd make the dress work. But no, that's not good enough. Kids, I tell you. Let's see, the hot water heater. When you buy a tankless hot water heater or a new hot water heater from your old one, you really should be able to disconnect the water and the power from the old one, connect it to the new one, and be done. It took me 6 days of doing something every day concerning that water heater before it was installed and working. The old one had apparently been leaking inside the casing for some time, so everything was rusted. I couldn't just get the water lines off. I had to cut the lines and buy new connectors and get those on, get them tight enough not to leak. And then I found out that two 30 amp breakers does not equal a 60 amp breaker. So new breakers had to be put in, new heavier gauge wiring had to be run. It was just ridiculous. But it's in and it works. After trying so hard to get the other stuff off and pushing and pulling and squeezing on all those tools, my hands hurt so bad I couldn't hold a hoop or a needle to cross stitch. And the rest of my body hurt from, I don't know, a 500,000 trips up and down the stairs to the attic, the crouching in the attic, and I don't know, I got a lot of squats in, I think, too. So, anyway, it's in. It only took 6 days to replace a water heater. And next on Taryn's Home Improvement channel, our AC isn't working on this side of the house. So I have ordered the parts for it. Dax wanted me to just call somebody to come and fix it. But the parts that I talked with an AC guy online, he will answer questions to help you fix things you can and save you money. He tells you what to look for, little tests to see where your problem might be and everything. And so with working with him, we've gotten to where it's one of these two parts. The local guy wanted $225 to come out and change one of the parts. I ordered the part for $15. I can't bring myself to pay that for a $15 part, especially when it's not hard to get to. You take the cover off and it's right there. So, AC repairs are next, and hopefully it won't take 6 days once the parts get here. The stress of it all with I'm missing time from the office, so I'm not getting done the stuff that I need to get done. It's stressing Dax out that it's not getting done. And just having to work with it, and just like with the water heater, every day thinking, okay, I've got this part done, and then there's another problem. It's been such a stressful week. And then on Saturday, no, it was on Sunday. Saturday I built my new nuke box and some of the frames, and Sunday I went out to the bees to try to separate the hive, only to open it and find out that all of our bees were dead. All of them. I pulled the frames out, and there were bees that were coming out of their eggs, I guess would be as close to say it, because when the queen lays the eggs, when they get to a certain age, they cover them, and so they have to break their way back out. And so ones that were there, they were like halfway born and they were dead. I did some research and I called the guy we bought them from. Someone else near us lost 3 hives. Someone else, he said, had 24 hives and have lost 7. And it really looks like pesticide. Like somebody did a open broadcast of a lot of pesticide that floated through the air and killed our entire hive. From our property line, there's some people, the people next to us, they own about 20 acres, like in a big rectangle. And on the other side of them is olive farmers. And across the street from the olive farmers is a bed and breakfast where they're putting in grapevines to start a vineyard. So I really suspect that one of the 2 of them sprayed. But I don't know, I don't think we want to replace the bees if every spring they're going to spray and kill them. It's just... So that was just disheartening, and with all the stress and everything that I was having with the water heater, that was just even worse. But so that's how all of that went over the weekend. It all totally sucked. And like I said, my hands were too sore to get much stitching in, so I don't even have much of that to show you. But what I did do, I did work on the linen and threads piece. McKenna has had some mercy on me and has gotten interested in a couple of other things that she's working on. So, yeah, here's what I've gotten done. These 2 little designs right there, that's it. I had a few minutes one morning and when my hands weren't hurting so much, so there you go. I have issues with when I do a lot of the same repetitive motions. I get tendonitis coming from my thumb down through here. The last time it got really bad, I had to wear a brace for like, I don't know, 9 or 12 weeks or something. I wore the brace for a long time because I got a cortisone shot and that hurt worse than the pain I was having, and decided I didn't want any more of those. And he said, the doctor said my other option was that they can go in right here where the nerves come through and cut away some bone so that the nerve has more room and it's harder to get it irritated. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. So I just wore the brace for a long time, but I have irritated it again this week. But if I have to, I haven't done it yet, but if I have to, I'll go pull the brace out. I just hate to get the brace out because it makes everything harder to do. Okay, so out of this magazine, I worked on my little bear. And I appreciate everybody that y'all keep telling me, you know, quit working on something that you don't like. I get it. I understand what you're saying. And I agree. I can give that advice to other people. However, y'all do not understand the depths of my stubbornness. And it is nothing more than stubbornness. This bear will not defeat me. That's how I feel. And it's ridiculous, and I know it, but not a thing I can do about it. Anyway, I worked on him for about, 5 minutes. I filled in a little bit more of the brown. I was going to start on his overalls, because that's where they start. And they require, I'm using anchor threads, because that's what the pattern is in. And they require, the overalls are 977 and 979. What I have here is 2 skeins of 976. What the heck? And I'm not even going to suggest that when I ordered these, I think I ordered it all from 123 Stitch when I ordered all the threads. I'm not even going to suggest that they made a mistake, because I would bet my bottom dollar they sent me exactly what I ordered, because that's how I roll. So that was all the stitching I got done. That was it. That's it. But last week, I talked about this, my Friday project, and I did not work on him yesterday. Yesterday I spent all day messing with our air conditioner and trying to figure out what was wrong with it and how to fix it and how that was going to go. But like I had said last week, that I was down to the star and I didn't want to go in and buy the one floss that I needed to get it done, and that so I would probably just open my box of DMC and pick a color, which is exactly what I'm going to do with that bear. I'm just going to pick 2 blues and do the overalls and be done with it. But I just said that for my Grumpy Cat, I was going to just pick a goldish colored thread, because I didn't want to go into the store to buy just one, because I didn't figure I could get out with it. Yesterday in the mail, Abby sent me these with a note saying that she hoped one of these worked for my Grumpy Cat for the star. I have to tell you that after this week in everything, when I opened that and Abby had sent these, I almost burst into tears. It could not have come at a better time. Thank you, Abby. That was so sweet of you. Thank you. I can't even begin to tell you, because I know that just because my phone will cut off, I have left off so much of the crap involved in this past week that just thank you. I needed that. And my other postcard pal, Kimberly, sent me the nicest email and everything. And it took me a week. I only responded to her last night just because it was just like everything's just been, and the two of y'all, thank you so much. Just thank you. I needed it. I needed it. And you didn't even know how much I needed that kind gesture. So thank you. It came at just the right time. So I think that that is everything. I don't have anything big on my calendar, cross stitch or otherwise. I hope, beyond all hope, that this AC repair goes better than the water heater. Oh my God. So I think that's it. I hope everybody has a great week. I hope I have a better week. It doesn't even have to be great. If we can just bump it up a little bit and get to better, I'll be good. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you for your well wishes, everybody, for getting that stupid water heater done. And for those of you who said I should tape it, yeah, 6 days. Y'all wouldn't have been impressed. But I don't know, maybe you would have learned some new words. Maybe. So, anyway, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the comments, the likes, the subscriptions. I appreciate it. I really do. And I hope that we all have a great stitchy week. We'll see you next time.